How do you keep track of all your appointments and medications? Do you use a journal, your phone, or a wall calendar? Well, today we're meeting with Kate Smith from the Purple Journal, who we have a lot of questions for.
Why did you choose the colour purple for both name and branding of your journal?
The colour purple, I felt identified with the NDIS. So I wanted that to be something quite visual that people will go, yep, that's the people that I'm trying to attract into my product. How I came up with the name was, first of all, I had a big whiteboard and I put all sorts of different names and have friends come over and it's like, shall we mix and match some names or how do we do this? So I think after about 2 weeks, we ended up with the Purple Journal because it rhymed, it sounded good, and we have this really funny way of speaking, me and my husband. So we say poiple and journal and toiki. So we thought it was quite funny. So yeah, it has an element of fun to it as well.
Is purple your favourite colour, or did you just randomly pick it, or?
I love purple. I actually love purple, but I think my favourite colour would be blue.
For next year's journal, what is the journal going to be different, and have you already started developing that?
I haven't actually started developing it yet. I've got a couple more products that are in the pipeline that will be coming out first. There will be some changes, and I've got communication diary here, and I found that we need a few more lines for that, so we can put more writing and back and forth. And I think here, where it says medication and food peg flush record, I think we might actually change this so that you can put your own whatever you'd like these boxes to be about. So that's pretty much it for now.
Where do you envision the journal going in the future?
I would love for NDIS to recognise how important this diary is for the participants. I feel like it holds a lot of current important information that all the carers and families and also the participant themselves. And in the future, I would love to see this as an app. So we're looking at doing an app for 2026.
I'm just wondering, I would think a lot of people here in Melbourne using it, but would you like to see for the journal to expand all over Australia, and a lot of people in the NDIS using it?
I've got a couple of customers in Queensland, and I've sent the journal to South Australia, but most of them are in Melbourne and surrounding areas too. So I would love this to go Australia-wide.
What is the reason you developed this planner, and how's it any different from, I don't know, the millions of other planners on the market?
I'm actually a support worker and a massage therapist for people with disabilities, and I walk into people's houses and day centres and respites, and often they will have a diary, and the diary will be just your normal lined diary with days of the week, or it might be an exercise book with just lines. So I would write what I did with my clients that day. I just found that there really needed to be something really geared towards the person with the disability, for them to have a diary themselves, and also to have it in parts where you could have appointments and medications, the food peg flush, and communication here as well. But I've also included to-do lists, weekly goals, thoughts, feelings, and achievements as well, which the other diaries that I've seen don't include that. So this just has, some great information, as well as at the front about me. So you might have a new support worker walk in and they get to know their client this way as well. So some of the questions here is, how do I communicate with others? And what makes me happy? What makes me upset? Things I like to do. And so this really helps build the relationship. I've tried to put in what is important for the person. Absolutely.
So what work did you do before working on this time planner?
In 2007, I started my own business, which was to be a massage therapist for people with disabilities. And so while I had my beautiful clients, some of them asked me to be their support worker as well. And so since 2007, I have been a massage therapist and support worker.
Do you have any hobbies?
I have a few. I love to read. I love reading the self-help books and personal development books. I love to walk. I love aromatherapy. I have about 100 bottles of aromatherapy at home. And I make up my own creams as well. And I love crystals. So collecting crystals is a hobby.
Oh, okay.
And I'd love to put this in the hobby category actually, to have a wine and champagne with my husband and my friends. Actually, I've got a quick story.
Okay.
This is an opal crystal, and my grandma, she was digging in the garden one day and she dropped this and it got buried. And then years later, my mum was born. And then years later, my mum was digging in the garden and she found this crystal. And then I've had it made into a piece of jewellery. So I have my grandma and my mum with me all the time.
Your favourite Disney movie?
Okay, I would say Lilo and Stitch. The one that was made, because I think they made a new one. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they did. But I love the one that was from maybe 20, 25 years ago or 20 years ago. Yeah, that's by far my favourite.
How do you publish a book?
To publish this book, it took probably close to a year. Yeah, so I had to design and work out what was going to go into it. And then I had a lovely graphic design lady called Claire. She helped me. That's great. She helped me with all of this. And then I had to find someone to print it. And that took about 3 months to find the right people. And then they took about 2 months to get it printed. So all up, nearly a year.
How can you order it?
You can order the journal through my website, which is thepurplecollective.com.au. And if you are an NDIS participant, there's a section there that you can order through there too. So you just click on the are you an NDIS participant? Click on that and then it will take you through the steps to order.
Do you buy it at the bookshop?
Currently, it's not in a bookshop. I would absolutely love it to be, and I'm going to do some investigation into that this year.
Did anyone help you to plan your journal?
So I guess indirectly, all of my clients that I have ever had helped me create this just via my experiences that they've had and the things that I've seen that they've needed. But to actually create this physical diary is an amazing lady by the name of Claire, and I gave all of my ideas, and how I did it was I had a piece of paper and I drew what I wanted to see. I'm not really that good on the computer. So I just drew it with a ruler and some pens, and she took what I drew and made it into this amazing diary.
How would you incorporate for people who are blind or deaf? How would you incorporate into an app?
To be honest, I don't know a lot about apps at the moment, but I would absolutely love it to become an app and to support all disabilities as well.
What made you choose an NDIS disappointed product when you could use the NDIS sector?
I think from all the experience that I've had in the NDIS sector, that's where this journal was born from, basically. Yeah, and I've never considered doing a diary in any other sector.
Now, for some of us who haven't used a planner for a long time, how would we go about it if we were to be introduced to this planner?
In this planner, I've actually created it so you have prompts. So it asks you all questions here, so you just literally have to answer the questions like what's your favourite music, or your favourite TV show, or your favourite book, what your own goals are. So everything's prompted and it's all in the same place on each page. So I would also suggest though, if needed, I would ask somebody to give you a hand as well.
So with the massages, like rehabilitation for some of the guys that are really they're in wheelchairs for 24 hours, 24/7. Can you like help them with any like in the muscles or any body parts of their body that seize up with the massage?
Absolutely. It's by giving someone a massage when they've got tight sore muscles, it really relaxes them and it helps with pain management.
Kate, with this journal, obviously people have a wide range of disabilities. How did you make sure everyone was covered?
Over the last nearly 20 years, I have taken what I've seen my clients really need over those years, and I factored in all of that and created this diary really for them.
Kate, have you seen an improvement in planning for people with the disabilities with this book? And has it improved their quality of life?
So I have seen an improvement with planning because it has prompts in the diary. People are writing what they'd like to discuss in their next NDIS meeting, and getting ideas as well from support workers, from family members.
I want to talk about the backroom stuff. How did that all go with, government and all that sort of stuff? Have you gone there yet?
I wanted to go down the track of being an NDIS service provider, and I started filling out everything online to do so, and I just got stumped. I found the questions were quite difficult in areas, so I had a lot of help in answering the questions, doing policies and procedures, which is essential. Then I had an interview, I had an audit, and then the NDIS contacted me and they gave me the tick of approval. So that process took about 3 months.
Have you received any feedback? And if so, what has stood out to you?
I have received a little bit of feedback. I've got a couple of little stories, and one of them is a lady who used the goal setting prompts for her daughter. So they have support workers come into their house, and mum said that she would like her daughter to have more privacy. So she used the journal to write what she wanted. Now the support workers knock before entering in her daughter's room. So that's been a big tick.
Thank you, Kate. Everyone here at Hellow Media is very thankful for your time and insight today. The Purple Journal is a wonderful product where we can see its value greatly.